was trapped. I was abused. I felt worthless because I felt like I failed my children. I sacrificed everything thinking, that I had this great plan, and it turned out to be a nightmare. Got married. We had the discussion, home births, homeschooling, college early, graduate early. The whole plan was laid out in stone. But I didn't realize, or it wasn't told to me, that the plan had shifted. And so when I had the home births and everything, didn't get the birth certificates and the socials right then. There was no need, no vaccinations, that sort of thing. It didn't become an issue until my oldest was approaching driving age. And then so I'm like, oh, well, we need to go do this. And then when I attempted to do it, it was after 9/11. Rules had changed. You could no longer just use your Bible and your grandma's word that was your kid and they were born on this day. And so I started hitting a lot of roadblocks. The more my children wanted their freedom, the harder he started holding on to us and started revealing, what his inner thoughts were, like we need to stay together and why they couldn't have their freedom. And when we all realized that, then we all kind of got in a panic. He started showing signs of more abuse and control and manipulation. It got to a point where I wanted to flee. I realized when I was making calls and trying to formulate this plan, I couldn't even get in a shelter with my children. Without ID, you can't do anything. He had me convinced that if I left the marriage, that I'd be forsaken. And so I literally thought that God would forsake me. But when he hit me, I don't know where the strength came from, but I just said, I've done all this, God, but I can't be a woman that's going to be beat. And so I left. I don't think I had a valid driver's license. I didn't have a bank account. I didn't even have my own phone. I had nothing in the very end. And so then we went to iDignity. The first time, I think you guys were pretty new. We went and stood in line. You told me all the things that I needed, all the documents I needed and everything. And I was going around getting those things, and somehow they disappeared. They disappeared after finally getting momentum going. And I shut down for like a month. I just couldn't do it anymore. When we finally go back to iDignity, now we're free, we're trying to do this all again, we had to go to the court. And you guys prepared the case. I had a nice peanut gallery there. And the judge, he gave him the birth certificates. And that day was, it's so weird because, you know you're a person and you belong here, but something about that paper, making it official, was everything. And so we celebrated that, and then came divine intervention again because Jerry West, he gave the authorization for us to get our socials immediately, because generally you would have to wait a year. And that was the beginning of I think my children starting to live. Now I get to be me. And what me wanted to be that whole time, I always had that secret dream of being a realtor. This is what I do. This is what I love. I want everyone at iDignity to know, and everyone that contributes their time and their money, to realize the unique niche that God has given you guys, because no one else can do what you do. And now that you've done it so long, you have this expertise, and now it's just so smooth and seamless. And the people on the streets, they may not have anything, but when they find out that they can get identification, that's everything. Even if they don't do anything with it, if they get it and they stick it in their pocket, it gives you some value. It just says, yes, I belong and I am an American citizen. All of our journeys start with you, because we first have to get that identity. We first have to get back our dignity to say we belong. And then we can start to prosper. It starts with you guys.